G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is Thump-Thump, Fallout New Vegas' unique grenade rifle. Now, looking at this thing right off the bat, as you can tell, we've got the Angry Beaver on the front there, and also Thump-Thump written on the extended barrel there. And that is one of the features of this thing. It does come with an extended barrel equipped there, which increases your range a little bit. You also get 30% increased attack speed when compared to the standard grenade rifle, and you also get a little bit more durability, which is always nice. So, we've got this thing loaded with some plasma 40mm grenades because this thing does fire those 40mm, which is pretty powerful. So we'll go ahead and get started on killing some of these Deathclaws. Now, looking at this thing in VATS, we get a 50-50 shot there. Sure, we'll take it. We'll have a shot in VATS first. As you can tell, these Deathclaws do resist the plasma explosion, but we do that well with the damage that we really don't have to mind. Now, you can have the regular standard explosions, but I opted to use the plasma ones simply because they're cooler. Now, I'm actually wondering whether this thing actually gets benefited by the plasma spaz perk or the meltdown, because technically it's an energy weapon because it's like an energy explosion thing, right? So yeah, maybe not. I'm guessing the game still regards it as an explosive weapon, so yeah. Anyways, we'll go ahead and lob a grenade into those Deathclaws there, which are all nicely packed in there. As you can tell, it's going to be very, very effective, even against Deathclaws, when they're all packed in like that. Like you'd expect a grenade launcher to not be effective in that situation. So as you can tell there, you can actually get a fairly decent shot in, even at this sort of a medium range with this, because the drop is sort of predictable there, which is nice. We get a nice cinematic view of the explosion there, and a Deathclaw face. Really bad textures, by the way, but oh well. That's just some of those 2008 textures getting in your face. Not great. Alright, we'll move on up here, and we'll see if we can get the drop on these Deathclaws this time. Looks like they're all gathering in. You get a fairly decent zoom in when you aim down the sights there, but as you can tell, you sort of aim down the thing directly rather than angling it up, so usually you probably just want to hip fire this thing anyway, but it is nice to get a little bit more of a picture of where you're actually aiming this thing when you tilt the camera up, I suppose, but yeah. Not really ideal. I much prefer having just a zoom in. But yeah, not having the grenade arc is probably not all that helpful either. But anyways, we'll go ahead and fire on all these Deathclaws there. And I actually just got an achievement there called Love the Bomb. I think that might be to do with explosive damage in a shot. That's just a guess though. I've got no idea what it is. But yeah, nice achievements. I never get achievements in Fallout 4 because mods disable them. But as you can tell, we don't even have to worry about these guys. We can just keep hammering these bombs down all day. In fact, we'll get some incendiary bombs going on. Incendiary 40mm grenades. Let's roast some Deathclaws before they meet their bitter end. That's only a young'un, so he'll go down nice and quickly. Man, this feels bad. This is like overkill to these Deathclaws, although I shouldn't really be feeling bad for them because they're abominable and they probably deserve to die. See, humanity, we're kind of screwed over in Fallout because of the FEV virus. It's created monsters, and now now that humans aren't at the top of the food chain controlling everything like we were in the pre-war days, that's why we're struggling to recover. Pretty much the FEV is more ruinous to the people in Fallout than the bombs were, ironically. And I think Mummy was the last one. No, we've got one more over here. Just a young Deathclaw. Well, guess what? You're going to get a face full of incendiary 40mm grenades. Nah, he doesn't want any part of this. Well, guess what? I've got one more coming in at VATS. I did want to get a nice little shot of that coming in, but looks like we hit the rock before it got to him, which is unfortunate. Okay, so a way we can judge whether these kills are the last one is whether it goes into the nice sort of cinematic vision, because I've found out that that's actually what it does. So we blew that bugger sky high. We had set ourselves on fire there, and there's something else around. Yep, it's a Deathclaw. I'm not even gonna risk it with bats doing that close. Oh man. Okay, I've got myself into a bad position here, so that's fine. Thump-Thump is good enough to get us out, which is nice, and wow, I'm just going terrible right now. See, this is the problem of using a grenade launcher. As you can tell, at this range, it's extremely deadly for you to use. Hopefully we can kill him with damage over time there. So, one minor screw up in the end there. His legs are crippled now, so he should burn to death. Down you go, Mr. Deathclaw. And luckily, all of those auto-inject stim packs had kept us alive there, because I certainly wouldn't have been alive without them. So, there you go. That was Thump-Thump against all of my Deathclaw friends, and now they're all dead, and we did that very, very easily. Now keep in mind, this is technically a low tier, and not energy weapon, explosive weapon too. As you can tell by the weapon card, it's only like 25 in explosives to actually use this properly, which is insane. So yeah, explosives, they're friggin' powerful in New Vegas. Righto, we'll move on to something else, and having these pulse grenades, that gives me an idea of what to kill next. You probably saw this coming anyway. Thanks to the lovely gun runners arsenal, we've got access to 40mm pulse grenades. Now, as you can tell, or as you can probably tell just in a little bit, pulse grenades are very effective against robots. So there's a giant ass Robo-Scorpion dude over there. We'll go ahead and get stuck into him now, and getting those hits in is actually a good thing, so make sure you get those hits in. And yes, we can target the Stinger today, isn't that nice? Okay, so this guy has a huge health pool, right? And if we were using just the regular grenades, we probably wouldn't be doing as much. But that being said, we can't really play this as aggressively as we did the Death Claws. In fact, that was when my game plan sort of went wrong with the Death Claws. So we gotta hold back a little bit. If we're using something like the grenade machine gun, like Mercy that you'd find in Dead Wind Cavern, then maybe we could play this a little bit more aggressively. But as you can tell, with the arc of this thing, we can actually attack this dude without him really attacking us. Now he is approaching us, which is to be expected, but we're getting so many hits in, which is great. And now all we have to do is quickly get his Stinger again. Yes, we can target it again. Everything's going well today. And here comes the big old 40mm shell. And another one. I do like having the cinematic VATS views of the actual projectiles coming in. That's really nice. Although direct hits of that thing really bloody kill ya. We'll try again. You know what, for comparison's sake, I want to just throw a standard explosive shot at him. Just a vanilla 40mm grenade, just so we can get this started. So as you can tell, looks like we're doing about the same damage, but it's hard to tell with a health bar like that. So about 60-ish damage there. Obviously the damage threshold is going to actually capture a lot of that. And man, we just got turned and burned by him. Damn. Alright, we'll try this one last time. Hopefully we won't die this time. We're going to play this a little bit more cautiously this time. We'll just plink back at him from range here. And as you can tell, if we get a nice view of his health bar there, we're doing so much better damage, and we've only fired a few grenades at him as compared to the standard one there. So what we want to do is probably just keep peeking this corner and firing. The rapid reload perk is definitely helping us out here with those extra reloads, and also the inherent speed boost of this weapon is helping us out too. So with the explosives going in at round about where they are supposed to be, or if they're not hitting, they miss only by a little bit. Hopefully the explosive damage will get them anyway, and that's 3 really cool bat shots of the grenades going in there, which is great. We also get a shot right out of that, which is good stuff. Now unfortunately, nothing like the Gunrunner's arsenal could probably exist on the creation club of Fallout 4, simply because the weapon mechanics in general don't really support this thing. Because obviously before you had the Gunrunner's arsenal thing in Fallout New Vegas, is that you're not going to let me target the Stinger again, are you? Fine, we're just going to target your friggin' torso, or we're not going to be able to target that either. I love being cucked by VATS. Alright, that's a much better shot of me there. We can probably finish you off here if we get some lucky crits. But yes, so you've only got the few weapon types of, or the few ammo types in the game, and it's basically all the standard stuff there. So apart from caliber conversions, you can't really do anything like the Gunrunner's arsenal, which is really sad, because anything like that would just be an astounding boost to the actual gunplay, because, you know, you can strategize and pick up different types of rounds and all of that. Ugh, it's just so good. It's so damn good. I wish Gunrunner's arsenal was a thing in Fallout 4. But anyways, that was Thump-Thump and me lamenting over the fact that I don't have Gunrunner's arsenal in Fallout 4. So if you'd like to see this thing in your game, go to the boomers, the big ant things where the ants are explosives because they've been nibbling on all the gunpowder. Don't bring your laser rifles in there. Get a hunting rifle and kill them that way. It's a lot safer for you. And then you'll just find this by a skeleton. This is pretty much common knowledge. Fallout New Vegas has been out for ages, and there's already these other YouTubers with the guides on how to actually get these things. But I'm more interested in how the weapon actually performs, and it has performed admirably. This is a top tier single shot grenade launcher thing. Explosive weapons, they don't mess around in this game. I like it. Good stuff, Thump-Thump. You're a worthy grenade launcher indeed. Thank you for watching, guys.